Let me ask you something, and really sit with it for a moment. If your income stopped tomorrow, not forever, just suddenly, how long could you realistically cover your fixed expenses before stress completely takes over? Rent, food, utilities, transport, basic necessities. Would it be a few days, a couple of weeks, maybe a month if you stretch things? For many people, the most uncomfortable part isn't the answer. It's realizing they've never actually allowed themselves to think about the question at all. Because money feels heavy, it feels complicated. And when something feels overwhelming, we avoid it. We tell ourselves we'll deal with it later, when we earn more, when life is calmer, when things somehow feel easier. But avoidance doesn't remove financial anxiety. It quietly feeds it. In the background, day after day. In the last video, we talked about what money actually is. Not numbers on a screen, not luxury, not social status, but freedom, peace of mind, time, and health. Money, at its core, is about reducing uncertainty in your life. If you haven't watched that first video yet, pause this and watch it now. This video builds directly on that foundation, because today we move from understanding to control. Not control in a dramatic way, not overnight transformation, but calm, steady, real control, even if you're starting from zero. Step 1. Cash flow clarity. The first step is not investing. It's not chasing returns. It's not picking stocks or watching markets. The first step is cash flow clarity. Cash flow simply means one thing: how much money comes in versus how much money goes out. Most people don't actually know this number. That gap between income and understanding creates constant, low-level stress. Your brain hates uncertainty. When it can't predict outcomes, it assumes danger. So, for the next 30 days, track every single dollar. Every paycheck, every bill, every coffee, every subscription, every impulse purchase you barely remember making. Not to judge yourself, not to feel guilty, not to beat yourself up, just to see reality as it is. Because once reality is visible, it becomes manageable. Let's make this concrete. Imagine someone earning $3,200 a month. On the surface, that feels reasonable. But after tracking, they discover $120 on subscriptions they barely use, $200 on food delivery out of convenience, $150 on small impulse buys. Nothing outrageous, nothing irresponsible. Just unexamined habits. Their problem wasn't income, it was uncontrolled cash flow. And this is important to understand. Clarity does not restrict your life, it frees it. When you know exactly where your money goes, you stop guessing. When you stop guessing, your nervous system calms down. Certainty creates calm even when the numbers aren't perfect. This is the moment money stops feeling like a threat and starts feeling like something you can direct. Step 2. Liquidity and emergency fund. Now we build something incredibly important: liquidity. Liquidity means one simple thing: how quickly you can access cash when life surprises you. Because life will surprise you. That's not pessimism. That's reality. A medical bill, a car repair, a delayed paycheck, an unexpected expense that doesn't care about your plans. This is where your emergency fund comes in. Your first goal is modest but powerful: $500 to $1,000 in cash. Not invested, not locked away, not mixed with daily spending. This is not about growth. This is about protection. Without liquidity, small problems feel like disasters. Your brain goes straight into panic mode. With liquidity, those same problems become manageable. Annoying, yes, stressful, maybe, but not catastrophic. Even saving $25 or $50 a week matters. What you're really buying here is not financial returns. You're buying the ability to pause, to breathe, to respond instead of react. And once your brain believes that, stress levels drop across the board. This is financial security beginning to take shape. Step 3. Debt management and risk reduction. Now we need to talk about debt, calmly, without shame, without moral judgment. Debt is not a character flaw, it's a financial liability. But high-interest debt increases risk both financially and psychologically. Credit cards, personal loans, anything charging high interest. These don't just cost you money, they constantly remind your brain of the past. Every unpaid balance is an open loop, a background threat. So the goal here is not perfection. The goal is risk reduction. Always pay the minimums on everything first. That keeps the system stable. Then pick one debt to focus on, either the highest interest rate or the smallest balance if motivation matters more to you. Both approaches work. What matters is progress. Even small extra payments change how your brain feels. $20, $50, $100. Each payment lowers pressure. As balances shrink, people often notice something unexpected. They sleep better. They feel lighter. They worry less, even before the debt is gone. That's not mindset. That's biology. Fewer threats mean a calmer nervous system, and a calmer mind makes better decisions. Step 4. Investing only after stability. This is where many people rush and regret it. They try to invest before they're stable. So every market dip feels terrifying. Every headline creates anxiety. That's not investing. That's stress with numbers attached. So remember this clearly. Investing grows wealth. Security protects your life. You need both, in the right order. Once you have cash flow clarity, basic liquidity, and debt under control, now you invest. And you keep it boring. Broad index funds, low costs, long-term thinking, automatic contributions. You're not trying to be clever, you're building a system. Compounding does the heavy lifting. Money earns returns. Those returns earn more returns. Slowly, quietly, reliably. Consistency beats intensity every single time. Let's zoom out. In the first video, we said money is freedom, peace of mind, time, health. This system buys all four. Cash flow gives control. Liquidity gives calm. Debt reduction lowers risk. Investing builds independence. Most people never learn this order. You are. That difference compounds, just like money does. If this video helped you feel even slightly calmer, slightly clearer, or slightly more in control, subscribe. This channel is about personal finance the right way. Long-term, human, grounded in reality. Watch the first video if you haven't already. And in the next video, we'll break down investing simply so you can grow wealth without stress. This is how financial freedom is actually built. One calm, intentional step at a time. See you in the next one.